Okay, wow. I am incredibly pale compared to my face. Can you tell it's winter? It is the first day of June. Okay, hello, hi, welcome back to another video. Honestly, in this video, because it's halfway through the year, I thought we would just chat. Let's just chat about it being already June 2024. Terrifying. Firstly, I want to point out the fact that this year has gone so fast, it's actually insane. That's the first thing I want to point out. The second thing I want to point out is that I haven't really achieved much, which is really sad. But there was a vlog that I was going to post at the start of this year, which was telling you guys all about my goals and like a recap of last year. But it never got uploaded because it just didn't work. For whatever reason, it just never wanted to work. And then I obviously didn't upload it. But now it's already June. I filmed that video 7 months ago because I filmed it in December. Yeah, I just thought we would chat about the fact that it's already June and a little bit about this year, how I'm feeling about this year, and like what's in store for the rest of the year. I went into this year not really having any goals because I did achieve a few things last year. I will definitely say that I worked really hard last year and I managed to get a lot of stuff done, but there was also a lot that happened last year that actually really affected my life and me and Corey's life, and just how I guess I see things differently to what I saw things when I was younger, and where everything just always went so seamlessly. You know, you had school and you had these kind of things, and everything was kind of like consistent. But now as an adult and as a married woman, a lot of things changes as well. So anyway, we went through a little bit of a hard time last year and we couldn't achieve certain things that we really wanted to. So I think that changed a lot of things for me, and I achieved quite a lot in the second half of last year and not really the first half of last year, just because we had so much going on. Anyway, it was a new year. We're halfway through this year. And yeah, I kind of went into this year not really having goals. I promised myself that I didn't want to tick boxes this year, that I always have a vision board and I always print that off. So I have something near my desk that I'm always looking at and I'm wanting to achieve, but not putting this crazy pressure on myself to try and achieve those things, that those things have to be ticked off at the end of this year. So I created my vision board and it's up there, so I'm looking at it up there, trying to think of what I've actually ticked off. And honestly, it's not that much, but it's okay. Because it's only 6 months of the year and we got a whole nother 6 months to go. So something that I really wanted to tick off this year was going on a holiday. I hadn't been on a holiday since 2019, which was pre-COVID. Me and my family went to Europe for like a month or so, I think. Anyway, and that was pre-COVID and I hadn't had a holiday since. So this year I really wanted to go on a holiday. So I've ticked that one off. In February, me and Corey went to Queensland. It was also kind of like a late honeymoon as well, because we didn't really get a honeymoon. Anyway, so that was a lot of fun. We had a really good time. Also, at the end of this year, I am planning on going to Europe again. My friend just moved to like London or the UK. And yeah, I was like, can I come visit? And she was like, heck yes. So that is my plan at the end of this year in December, is to go to Europe. I am thinking London, I am thinking Paris, I'm also thinking Edinburgh. I have been to Italy and Germany and Holland and all those places. The last thing I have to do in Europe is to go to Greece. That's my last item on that bucket list. But I obviously want to go in summer, so it'll be winter over there in December. So I'm not going to go to Greece in December. Anyway, so I really want like a cute white Christmas kind of thing, and that's the plan. So I'm currently saving towards that goal in order to go visit my friend, but also travel a little bit on my own as well. So that has been ticked off. I did make a goal last year to hit 100 kilos with my fitness stuff, so like squats, bench, what else did I have on there? Deads, those kind of things. I was really wanting to hit 100 kilos, which I was really, really close to a lot of it. I did hit 100 kilos on a few things, but not all of them. And I wasn't really like sad that I didn't achieve that, but I also really wanted, like, that was a really big fitness goal for me, and I haven't had a fitness goal for a while. But as things change, I just really wanted to focus on fitness and working out being something that's fun for me instead of like a chore for me. So if I'm moving my body and I'm doing it in a fun way and I'm actually enjoying what I'm doing, then that's a huge plus for me. So I've got a little Pilates photo on there because I actually love Pilates, but I think I'm doing pretty well with that this year. I haven't been pushing myself so hard to be like, you need to go to the gym 7 days a week. It's only like 4 days at the gym, and then I also do some Pilates and a lot of walking as well. So I'm really enjoying at the moment my workout routine, or my workout split, if you will. I'm thoroughly enjoying that. So that's a big tick. Another thing was I have a photo of hair on there, which is just brown long hair. So I cut my hair to a bob in November or December, I think, last year, and dyed my hair back to brown. It was red before this. Now we're back to brown. Do I miss the red? Absolutely. However, there's still a tinge of red and I can't seem to get it out. But that goal was to just have my hair healthy again. I've dyed it so many times. You know what? My hair needs a break. So chopped it so it was healthy. Now I'm just trying to grow it out. It's been this length for a really long time. So I'm trying to get it long and healthy again and just brown. So I think that I've definitely ticked off that. The other thing is to vlog more and to upload a lot more content, which I am struggling to do just because last time I did all my content stuff, I didn't have a full-time job, but now I do. So it's a little bit tricky, but I am trying to get there. And I think instead of just uploading whatever last year, I am really focusing on what I'm uploading and make sure it's like intentional to me and my personal brand and what I want to, how I want to come across basically on the internet. And I'm honestly really enjoying doing my content. I'm shooting content, and when I'm filming these vlogs and everything like that, I'm more proud of it than my vlogs that I did last year. Okay, in regards to books as well, my goal was to basically read more than I did last year. So last year I read 50 something books, I think, and this year the goal was to read 55, 60. It's not like a huge goal, it's just more than what I did last year. In saying that, I've only read 20 something books and it's June, which means I need to up my game. But I did have my first reading slump since I started reading. So this year, I think about a month or so, I was just not into reading at all. I didn't want to read every single book that I picked up. It would bore me to tears. I've struggled with books this year. I feel like last year, every single book I read, I absolutely loved. But this year, it's been really, really hard to fall in love with books and to give them a 4 or 5 star rating. I will say that has been a bit difficult this year. Obviously, I do want to still try and achieve that goal. So I am really trying hard to read a lot more. But yeah, it's definitely books that I really enjoy reading that I will read the fastest, but if there are books that I'm not enjoying, it takes me forever to read them. And I think this year as well, I've done a really good job in being like, don't force yourself to read the book that you absolutely hate just to tick it off a list. You know, I am not really on track with reaching above 50 books this year, but I am still reading. The next one is to host more. I hosted a Galentine's event in February, and I've been having a lot more like friends come over. Like I did a Bridgerton watch party with my friend. I had like a afternoon tea for someone's birthday. I've done those kind of things, and it is my birthday this month in June. So hopefully I'll host a little dinner party then. Yeah, but like obviously that's a lot more than what I did last year already. So again, with that goal, it was host more parties or like host more at home. Hopefully that'll pick up later in the year as well, with I guess more events and things coming up. I have a lot of ideas for those ones, so fingers crossed that I get to achieve that goal as well. I've got like a coffee machine up there. For my full-time job, I just work at a cafe, which, as I say it, I always say I just work at a cafe because obviously it's not my dream job, and if I could be anywhere else, I would love to be. But working in a cafe also, with the hours that I have, it allows me to do so much more work on my hobbies and being more creative and learning more and doing a lot more of my writing and things like that. So the hours that I have there really allows me to do those things and focus on those things instead of having a 9-to-5 job where coming home at 5 or like 6 o'clock at night sometimes I would have no time to do any of that. So the reason I actually put that photo of a coffee machine up on my vision board was because it was just to just stay at that job. I know that I enjoy it, but obviously it's not where I want to be. But you know what, just to be there for now, because it allows me so much time where I can focus on other things in my life. So sometimes when I absolutely hate my job and I don't want to be there anymore, I look at that photo, I'm like, ugh, I know it gives me good hours. It's paying the bills. I'm also saving money. So it's okay for now. Next to the photo on the vision board is a picture of a girl working on her phone and on a computer. Basically, that is about my hobbies, obviously social media, content, all of that kind of stuff, but also writing. I am very proud to say that I've actually finished draft 0 of my book. So basically, I gave myself till June to write my first draft. So I have achieved that, which is incredible. Now I'm going to give myself about a month or 2 to do my next draft and then hopefully send it out to friends, and then a couple more months of doing that. And hopefully by the end of the year, I can put that into a publisher. So basically that's the goal, huge goal, but fingers crossed everything works out for that. Even the fact that I have just written the book is crazy. Like, that is a huge goal in and of itself, just ticked off in that. So even if I don't do any progress on my book, it's the fact that, hey, I've written a full book. So that's ticked off. And I've got other pieces are like, there's a photo of my Bible, which I really just am trying to get back into reading consistently. I was doing really well at the start of the year, but then my hours changed for work and it's just gone downhill. So I really want to try and pick that up again. There's a photo of like money, a photo of girls with a tattoo. Yeah, little things like that where it's like obviously saving money, maybe getting a tattoo this year, I'm not really sure, but it's also in regards to style and like just following my heart in regards to my style, being me in that sense of like, wear what you want to wear, basically. And then a few of the quotes I have on there is like happiness and to breathe and to be myself. And the other one is stop dreaming and start doing, which I think is always a like hard-hitting quote because I have so many dreams and goals in my life that I want to get to. And I think so many times that we can just still think of them as those goals and those dreams and never really just start doing the thing. So I think this year has been a lot better for me of just start it, just start the book and see how you go. And I've managed to finish that. I'm also started like a freelance gig as well with social media management. So hopefully that takes off this year. So instead of just sitting there and dreaming about these things and being like, oh, I wish I had her life, or I wish I tried harder. Well, now you know what? If you started doing it, you could achieve that. So in regards to the rest of the year, obviously I have a few things I want to tick off, which is like finishing my draft and my book, getting some freelance gig work, having another holiday. But honestly, I've been really enjoying this year. I'm sad that it's going so fast because I just want to take every moment and just cherish it. But I think as well, if you guys follow me on Instagram, I post like a big photo dump at the end of every week. So seeing that and seeing how much I do each week, and yeah, I don't know, it just makes me more like happy in regards to my life and where I'm going in my life. But in regards to you, girl, you've got 6 months left of this year. You can achieve so much in 6 months. So I absolutely love at the middle of each year, I basically write down other stuff that I want to tick off this year and really make sure that I get those goals completed by the end of this year. So I challenge you to sit down, write, journal, whatever, talk a little bit about how this year is going, write down stuff that you've already achieved and other stuff that you need to get done this year. If you feel like you haven't achieved any of your goals, go through them. Maybe your goals have changed. Like, that's perfectly fine. If you've gone through something in your life and like your ideas change, like, oh, I don't want to do that anymore. Like, brown hair, I don't want brown hair anymore. Let's change it. Like, who cares? They're just like goals, you know? So you can change them, perfectly fine. If you thought that you had your dream job and you're like, yeah, I'm staying in this dream job, and now you absolutely hate it, change it. Like, goals are meant to make you happy. And if something's not making you happy, then what's the point of staying in that goal? You know, at the start where you thought that was your dream and that's what you wanted to do, you change. So who cares? Just change it. You know, I always treat June as like a second little New Year's, because I'm just like, well, it's been 6 months. Things have changed. You've gotten used to the year. I always allow like 2 to 3 months as like a trial period. As like a trial period for the year, and I'm like, okay, how is this year going? How's it feeling? You know, and then you can go back in June and be like, okay, this needs to change, this can stay. But yeah, anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this vlog and maybe inspires you. Sit down, write it out, get all your feelings out, try again. Also on my Instagram, I'm doing a June challenge. So if you want to be a part of that, head over to my Instagram. It's down below. And you can be a part of the June challenge as well. And that way you feel better about this year. So let's go. Let's get it done. We've got 6 more months left of this year. Let's make it the best 6 months of the year.